You know, I just don't believe there's not a fish here. Like, the fish live here. This is not going to plan. Oh, great, and now it's raining. There we go. There we go. First cast on this side. Success. Well, what's going on, folks? My name is Tyler. Welcome back to the 200 Pond series. My goal on this channel is to help you all become better bass anglers, whether I'm in the bass boat, the kayak, or fishing from the bank. Now today, we are technically not at a pond. And I know the series is called 200 Ponds, so call me out for heresy now. But every once in a while, I try to find a really unique bank fishing opportunity that, yes, may not be at an actual pond, it may be at a river or a lake. And today, we have a combination of the two. As you can see from the drone shot, it starts up above with a very froggy, grassy looking shallow lake. And as the camera turns, there is a spillway with running water that I've heard has pike, walleye, and of course, smallmouth bass. So I've got a number of rods with me, and I've got this Skeeter. Of course, I'm on a cross-country road trip, so in case I need any lure, I've probably got it. And I'm gonna attempt today to catch largemouth and smallmouth in two totally different ways, but of course, they're right next to each other, so they fit in one 200 Ponds episode. Now, this episode is brought to you by Boat Snacks Beef Jerky. Y'all have seen them on the channel before. It's amazing, but I can't have a snack till I catch my first fish, and we'll talk about it then. So enough talking, let's get down to technically not a pond, but pond number 129. Now, I feel like with the weather conditions we have today, being summertime, totally overcast, maybe a bit of misty rain here and there, smallmouth is the way to start. So I'm gonna start here by the bridge and then work my way up the rocks towards the spillway. And I've got four main lures I wanna try out. And those being a little crawfish crankbait, a swim bait on a jig head, a large glide bait, the Throwback Baits Metro, and a drop shot with the Strike King Tumbleweed. So I'm gonna walk under the bridge here, down these rocks, work my way all the way towards the spillway, and hopefully nobody gets there before I do. Oh, hello. Pigeons. The birds are the CIA. These rocks are steeper than they looked, my goodness. What do I got? What do I got? Hold up. Oh, I got fishing line and a clam. What a great start. Yeah, I see myself losing this crankbait very fast. Oh my gosh, I got a fish. No! Oh, whoa. I thought I had line again. I had a little bitty smallmouth. Got another one, yes sir. Not little bitty, not little bitty. Get in here, baby. Oh my gosh, 2 pound smallmouth on the crankbait, come on. Oh, that's fun, smoked it, absolutely smoked it. Oh my gosh, I played it way too long. Tyler, you dummy, you dumb son of a biscuit. Gosh, Tyler, come on. Okay, well the smallmouth are biting today. That gets me excited, folks, it gets me pumped up. But I should have just bank flipped that fish 10 seconds earlier. Dummy, Tyler, dummy. What do I got? Oh, another clam. Man, what an action-packed start to this episode. 2 smallmouth and 2 clams. And I think I have another clam. Yep. Wow. A living one this time. How does a clam eat your crankbait? That's so confusing. And I actually don't mind catching a bunch of clams because that tells me there's a good shell bed in that area, and fish of all species, especially bass though, love to position over the tops of shell beds. So that's why I caught 2 smallmouth right there. It's probably where the shell bed kind of transitioned back to mud. And I say caught, I lost both of them. And if you missed my top smallmouth lures video, I will leave it linked below. I had a shallow diving crankbait on the list as an honorable mention because it gets bit, but it doesn't have a high hookup ratio, and that's what you've seen so far. Now I know I said I would talk about beef jerky after my first fish catch, but after losing 2 in a row, that counts. And the guys at Boat Snacks sent me this beef jerky a few weeks ago, and they said, try it out. If you like it, we'll sponsor. If not, no big deal. And let me tell you, not only are the ingredients amazing, like compared to other beef jerkies on the market, it tastes good. Every single piece in Boat Snacks comes cut for eating, you don't have to rip like half of it off to fit it in your mouth. They're each easy to eat. The dockside barbecue flavor is delicious. 20 grams of protein in every single bag. And let me zoom in on the ingredients here. Y'all can read those in screenshot. It is like one of the most healthy and clean beef jerkies I've ever seen. And part of the proceeds for every single bag sold goes to a military veterans foundation called Tunnels to Towers. So if you want to pick up some 100% grass-fed beef jerky, I will have it linked down in the video description. And as soon as you get on the website, it'll prompt you to put your email in to get 10% off your very first order. Thanks to Boat Snacks, I'm putting this in the boat. That's right there. and we'll get back on the pond. Last cast with the crankbait, and then I'm gonna switch to the drop shot for a second to fish the piling. Then I'll make a few casts with the Metro. I can pretty much guarantee you these fish have never seen a tumbleweed. Oh, first cast, stuck on the piling, come on. Yep. Please tell me it broke at the knot. Yes, thank you FG Knot for giving me leader to work with. Well, we'll retie that in a second. Swim bait, I guess it is. And I guess I won't let it sink as much. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow, okay, those rocks are no joke down there for a finesse lure. Oh man, that's some good line. All right. 5 casts and 2 spinning rod lures gone. And that one was a double uni knot, so it broke at the connection. I guess I'm gonna keep the finessey stuff for when I get to the spillway. Metro. I kind of want to go down the bank a little bit with the Metro. Into the woods we go. Oh, no. Gosh, mosquitoes are back here. Oh, gosh, mosquitoes. Holy cow, they're everywhere. There better be a fish here. Last cast, holy cow, oh my gosh. Nope, we're leaving. There are so many mosquitoes back here. Whew. Yep, smallmouth might be 7 pounds to make it worth it. Whew. Enough shenanigans, let's keep moving. Gosh, mosquitoes are out. Gonna leave my rods and my tackle bag up here because I'm sweating too much from carrying all that stuff. Now you gotta be careful with a crankbait around shallow rock, yep, or else that will happen. Now to not get snagged, I use a retrieve I call the feather, which is where almost like you're trying to lift a feather up into the air and barely touch it. I'm reeling, feeling the rocks, kind of allowing the crankbait to climb over them. If I just like cranked, yeah, like that, I get stuck. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. I should have just pretended I was gonna do that and not actually shown you. And that applies to crankbaits everywhere, but especially around shallow rocks in current. Learning to feather your crankbaits over rocks is really crucial to not getting stuck. And I feel like we're too stuck. Actually kind of feels like someone's line. Yeah, I feel it coming out, but oh, there it is. Hey, I love braided line. Here, let me see if I can pull the whole thing in. Looks like we got it, yes. 3 split shots and a worm hook. I will get that later. Oh man, gosh, dude. I mean, I know spillways are snaggy, but come on. Man, well now it's really time that I retie several lures. So I'm gonna put this rod up there, make one walk down to the spillway with the glide bait, and then we'll retie everything. Gosh, I got a big one. I got a big one on the glide. I got a big one on the glide. Get in here. Get in here. Smallmouth or largemouth? What do we got? What do we got? It looks like a pike? It was a pike. Ah, but man, I can't land a bass today. But let me tell you, that felt good to get one on the glide bait. Even if it was a pike. Oh, they're gonna smoke it up there. Y'all stay tuned. All right, no casts at the spillway itself until I get my big camera and I re-rig. Whammy. Ah, mosquitoes are getting me through my shirt. I saw a sign at a Baptist church as I was driving yesterday, and it said, even the mosquitoes know there's power in the blood, which is funny. As always, Evolution Largemouth 3.0 bag. I had a hand in designing this bag, and they make so many awesome tackle solutions, including pond bags, terminal tackle stuff for your bass boat, all that kind of good stuff. And code TRF2025 saves you 20% on your entire order. You know what? I'm gonna go hybrid hunter. Okay, love it. Spinning rod. I think I'm gonna put a swim bait back on. Outcast Tackle Goldeneye. Oh, and I'd like to eat my beef jerky and tell you all about it, but I haven't got one yet. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go a little wild and crazy here with a pink swim bait. Someone tells me a big old smallie is ready for that icky, sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. If you're a parent, you'll understand that reference. First cast, right into the current with the swim bait. Slowly reel it back. Nothing. Wow, color me surprised at no bites so far. No, don't do that. Little sneak peek at the largemouth side we're gonna hit here in a few minutes. Got it. Here, let's try just the old-fashioned jigging method off the bridge. Well, y'all, I can't lie, I'm surprised at the lack of bites. Like, I got 2 fish to eat a crankbait way away from the current and 0 fish in the current. Usually with smallmouth, that's not the way it is. You know, I just don't believe there's not a fish here. Like, the fish live here. This is not going to plan. Oh, great, and now it's raining. You gotta love that. Let's see about this side. There we go. There we go. First cast on this side. It's a smallmouth. It's on the bank. Success. Hey. All right, not a large one, but it is a fish that we caught on a lure and landed. And that is a success at pond number 129. Little small jaw, but beautiful. Thank you, buddy. All right, so maybe they're on this part of the spillway. Okay, yep, had enough. The swim bait is not for me today. Seems that it gets stuck more than anything else at this location. So let's go ahead and get the glide bait. Well, I'm losing hope in catching a giant. Well, the spillway was a lot more disappointing than I expected, but I'm gonna try one more smallmouth spot on the other side underneath the bridge, and then we're largemouth fishing, baby. Okie dokie, no more smallmouth. And as much as I want to keep the big camera rolling, it is raining outside, so to start the largemouth, it's just going to be chest mount footage, but I'm going to go with two main baits. I'm going to get a topwater buzz frog kind of thing, I'll show you here in a second, and a vibrating jig. Now, bluegill is not the color of choice today. I think with the water conditions being a little dingy on the largemouth side and the sky conditions, black and blue is what I'm going with. I think I have a black and blue one. Yep, do I have one that's 3/8 ounce though? There it is. And if it was sunny, I would love to throw a frog like the poppin' pad perch or the normal pad perch, but because it's windy and cloudy and rainy, I'm gonna go with a buzz version. That being the brand new Rage Buzz Minnow. I know it says Minnow on the package, but I'm still gonna call it a frog style. And this thing here was designed to be a buzz toad type of deal with a hook slot down the middle, but from what I hear, you can also throw the double frog hook. Just twist her on, poke it on through. Oh yeah, that has some bite to it, baby. God, these mosquitoes are so bad. Well, I made one cast with this one and realized this was actually a reel that I had a backlash on that I did not fix yet. So gotta go put the thunder on something else. All right, now I think we're ready. Man, I just get monster vibes today. Like I'm feeling like a 5-pounder is gonna just engulf this thing. Man, that rain is coming down now. Darn it, darn it, darn it. My GoPro's not even waterproof right now. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Fishing in the rain. I'm doing this for you guys. And it's too cloudy. They're not going to be inside the pad, so like the edge and the opening is really my only good location to fish today. Like all this right here is just wasted cast. Fish have no reason to be underneath a canopy when they can just go roam around in the overcast conditions. Sunny is when they're underneath the canopy. Yeah, I'm starting to have some doubts here. Come on, just one fish, please. I mean, heck, I'd take a northern at this point. I really feel like this area has so much more potential than the conditions have allowed me to experience today. Like, I'm not saying multiple 4-pounders type of day, but just catching a few more fish than I have. Like, I know they live here. As I've walked, I've scared bluegill and bait fish off the bank. It is pretty shallow, but this whole lake is just a big, you know, dammed up river section, so these fish don't quite relate to cover and structure like a lake fish does. So I know they're around here. I just don't know why I can't get bit. Well, it's raining and cold front, I guess. That probably doesn't help. And I'm tempted to go back to the spillway, fish the rocks with the black and blue thunder cricket, kind of an unconventional smallmouth technique, but I don't think I caught all the fish that were there. I do like the way this thing plops in the water though. Strike King told me these things are supposed to be like a soft plastic plopper, and I can attest, it does sound like that. I don't want to give up. Like, I'm pretty sure that channel that runs through the middle of this island area is really only 2 to 3 feet deep, so even a topwater over the middle in these conditions can work. Like, I don't have to break out the vibrating jig to make it cast out to the middle. I'm legitimately throwing the lures that I think are best for these conditions, and there's no reason to change. Like, they're either gonna bite these or they're not biting at all. Not even a pike. Wow. Well, I hope y'all are enjoying seeing me struggle. Man, ordinarily with these conditions, I would say what a day to go after largemouth, especially northern strain. But for some reason, that's not happening today. Oh man, that was tough. And now that I'm getting out all the rods that I used to show you all the tackle, I really think I probably should have thrown the chartreuse and purple metro in the largemouth areas as well, but it was pouring rain. I didn't feel like it. Now, was today's adventure a failure? No, it was not. I still caught one fish, but the fact that I hooked 4 smallmouth or 3 smallmouth and a pike and only landed 1 fish, definitely disappointing. But I really feel like I learned a lot about this body of water today, how to fish this style of area, and especially gained some confidence in throwing a glide and a small crankbait around current situated smallmouth. So today was not a waste. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. It just wasn't as fun as I would have wanted, and I'm wet. Although today's video is not sponsored by Brunt, but my feet are dry. So as always, the exact tackle, rods, reels, and line I use are linked down in the video description. Make sure to check out Boat Snacks Beef Jerky, linked down there as well. Hopefully they're gonna be a continuing sponsor here on the channel, and they make some awesome product. My name is Tyler. As always, it's a dang pleasure. If you wanna check out my last episode in the 200 Pond series, it'll be clickable up here in this corner, and we'll see y'all next time right here on 200 Ponds.